Alright. Well,
Alright. So this is the first time in the song where guitars come in. You guys may know I'm a guitar player. I don't talk about it a lot. I'm not necessarily ashamed of it. But I am a guitar player. The goddamn air conditioner. We don't need an air conditioner, by the way. It's like 60 fucking degrees outside. Alright, so the first time the guitars come into the song.
Alright, now we're in the chorus now. So what was the direction and going in terms of the production? Obviously, it seems like there's a certain theme being followed in these songs. So what was like the motivation for you to do like the driving kicks again, but making it different?
I don't really remember exactly what happened, but I do know it did not start off the way you would hear it now. It did not start off dun 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 dun. That's not how it started off. It started off like this. The intro to the song was this right here. This is exactly how the song sounded initially. This was the intro to the song.
That's crazy. I can't imagine like.
That was the intro. I think I had it was that, and then the next part is coming, but we'll get to that. So the guitars. The guitar is pretty simple. You got an EQ. I have a drive pedal. I have audio amp is what I use for this one. Very good like death metal amps and stuff. He's one dude. He's part of a real popular death metal band, but he made his own amp simulator. A lot of times I use Neuro DSP stuff, but I use auto for this song. I use auto for this one as well for 2 guitars. Just use 2 different presets. TDR Nova, that was what I used to control the palm mutes.
Okay. Before
I had Waves C4, which is what I currently use. But I use this. You see how it's different?
Yeah.
You'll notice it a lot more here in a second. When I start palm muting, you'll notice it goes crazy. What it's doing when you palm mute, it puts a lot of low into the track that you may not want.
Right, and you don't want that to go into the mix.
Right, you don't want it to distort it, so it makes it sound cleaner. I put Soup 2 on it, and then lastly I put OTT, which is a multi-band compressor. It's free. That's free. TDR Nova is free.
Nice. So you got your free plugins, guys. Make sure you guys.
Yeah. Soup 2 is obviously not free. Everyone who.
Tell them Go sent you, bro.
Yeah, please tell them to send me. So I can
you get sponsored by them.
Right, and stop working. Never mind.
We want to quit our jobs, please.
Well, my collar's buzzing, but my neck is red. I've been working like a dog just to keep my family fed. Living off energy drinks and Marlboro Reds. Swear this gas station food's gonna cause my death.
Yeah, so the guitar is relatively simple. It's just wrote it on my Schecter, like always. So let there be no doubt, every instrument you hear is played by somebody.
Right.
The synth, I played it. The guitar, I played it.
Right.
Anything that's in here was played or programmed by hands. Nothing was done by AI or anything. So the chorus, as far as drums, speaking of, having drums on the drum bus here, I get good drums. I think I use Modern Massive for this one. Yep, Modern Massive was the one I used. I got EQ on the whole kit. Helps with the impact. I got a limiter on it, which is just essentially like a compressor. And then I got a one more EQ. The roll off really high end, really low end. I like that sound, right? But it needed more impact in the song. So what I did was I went in with the electric kit from earlier, and I just layered the kicks.
That gives that.
A lot more punchy, a lot more subby. So after you feel like you're listening to a metal track.
Now, do all bands do this, or just us that we're doing? Are we innovators, or?
We're not innovators, you know. I guess you can't innovate anything, right?
Right.
But no one that I listen to locally that I've been played with, or made music with, or put on, none of the local bands that I've been around produce like this. They
Right.
do that. Bigger metal bands such as like Sleep Token, Bad Omens, Blaming Horizon is big, where they'll layer electronic samples underneath their acoustic drums, and it gives it more of a hit. They usually layer the snare and they layer the kick drum, because the kick drum for a metal track, you need to be able to feel it.
Right.
And for a snare hit on any metal song, you want it to really hit.
Right.
The snare in Modern Master, I didn't layer the snare. We are innovating locally, I guess I would say. I don't like saying that. It's just most of the stuff you hear nowadays is like a modern baseball style music, maybe a surfer rock style music, folk music, stuff like that. You don't really hear like electronic metalcore, screaming EDM stuff, rap coming out of North Carolina, or especially Gastonia.
Yeah.
And for some reason that has made it hard for us to sometimes get our stuff out there more, because it's a little bit different. But if you do like the sound of it, please share and find, if you know other people who like that sound, if you really like that, it means the world to us if you just share it, because it is a unique sound. It's not generic, it's not boring. I'm not saying the other stuff I just named is. All those bands make great music in their own respect, but we sound a little bit different than them. And, I think if people just listen to it a little bit deeper, watch videos like this, you might really find something you might like in this.
You might get inspired.
Yeah, you might get inspired. So, to the vocals. Alright.
Recording again. Here we go.
There's a wasp in this room. Chorus vocals. So, this is Ace's part.
Override the new dominion. Disconnect or will be history.
But what was the production?
Yeah, very, very good melody, very good lyrics. So, for my part of it, what I did, like I told you, not much changes, right? On the verse, what I always do is always EQ it going into anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll EQ it going into a compressor, going into an FX plugin. We used Easy Mix on this, but we didn't use the actual presets. We just used, it looks like I used a guitar widener for the vocals.
Interesting choice. What did I do for the vocals? Do you know?
No, I don't know. Let's find out. What did it do? Why did I do that? Easy Mix different. But what it does is it spreads it further across the sound sphere, because we didn't double this.
Right,
so
right.
It made it gives you the illusion like it's big and doubled when it's not. And we could have doubled it, but this saves time, saves resources on the computer, and it sounded the same. You hear when I mute it, it's not much of a difference. Sorry, Reaper's a little different with how it side chains. It makes it actually overly complicated for no reason, at least for my small humanoid peanut brain to comprehend. But I found it. So I side-chained Ace's vocals to the synth, or vice versa, the synth to the vocals, whichever order I did it in. But the whole thing I'm saying is the synth's really powerful, really sharp, as you hear in the song. And I needed to duck his vocals. So I made it where it would really compress the synth and pull it down in volume, so his vocals could poke through on just certain parts.
Right.
Now you may be thinking, how do you sidechain on Reaper? I can't tell you anymore, but I'm gonna figure it out once we make our next track, and then I will put that in the video.
This is before the new track.
Right. This is before any other track had been recorded. We don't know when it's gonna come out, but yeah. All right. Yep. So I didn't sidechain the chorus, guys. Everything I just said was a lie. I sidechained the verse. That explains why when I was looking for Bruce chorus, I was like, where the fuck's the sidechain?
Yeah.
I didn't need a sidechain in the chorus. I just manually adjusted the volume. But I sidechained it in here, and now I can show it to you. So when we pull up this RIA comp, right? We go back to the verse. You'll see it working now. You turn on his vocals for that part, and then you'll see it live in action. Right now, it's not doing anything because it doesn't have a signal telling it to duck. So it needs a signal saying, "Hey,
He's coming through. Watch out."
Right. The great news about that is that you also still didn't see it, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's see. This is fun, dude. I'm going through everything and trying to remember everything I ever did.
Nigga crying in the club right now.
I'm gonna blow my head off.
What's up?
So sidechaining. So when the synth is in the verse and it's, doing its thing, you'll start noticing gain reduction right here. It helps the vocals peak over the synth.
Okay.
I have a sidechain from the vocals going to the synth, vice versa, saying, hey, duck when this activates. So it's decreasing the gain by, 0.8, 0.5, nothing big. It barely activates because I went in here and manually, as you can see, adjusted all volume levels by hand, painstakingly. And it took a long time. And it wasn't fun at all. Anyway, back to the chorus. So, Bruce's amazing chorus. The last thing we were on before I got distracted for the past 45 minutes on sidechaining is we were on the compressor. Now he sings really loud, right? And so you can see I'm getting 8, 6 dBs of gain reduction. That's a lot. But I have 2 compressors on here, so it wasn't enough. So after the compressor, Omnibox.
There you go. There they are again.
Yeah, you're gonna see this a lot in every song. It's a great plugin. It's just an effect plugin. So here's the difference.
Wow.
It's a very good FX. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And essentially what it just did for us was it has a low octave on it. It has obviously reverb and delay all built in right there. So instead of having a reverb plugin, a delay plugin, or having a dedicated reverb channel that I send all the tracks through, or dedicated delay channel, you throw Omnibox on here and it can hit both of those marks usually pretty well.
Right.
And give you a good sound. After Omnibox, we have tuning. I'm turning it on and off. Doesn't make that big a difference because it's pretty in tune for that. So it's there for pitch correction, but you never really need it. Ozone Imager, same thing as last time. Spreads the vocals out. Saturation plugin, it adds saturation. Turn it off, you get this. Turn it on, you get a little bit more grit, a little bit more to it. And then finally another compressor. And even going through 2 compressors, on the second compressor we're still reducing like 10 dB a gain. That means he was like yelling in the microphone really loud.
Sorry.
It's okay. You forgive me. Turn all the effects off.
They can't replicate us! They can't replace us!
Nigga mad.